Live only on DAZN. November 15th, Eubank Jr versus Benn 2. The first was a classic. Now it's the rematch. The greatest rivalry British boxing has ever seen. Eubank Jr versus Benn 2. November 15th. Click the link in the description to buy now.
In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. Register now for your share of the $250,000 prize pool. Multiple winners, bigger chances. TenexToken.io. Terms and conditions apply.
Colin McGuigan, IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Ishmael Davis. We're here again. Ishmael Davis in a massive fight. How do you evaluate the situation when people just offer you these fights? Do you even think of it? Do you just say yeah?
I just say yeah. There's no I've never said no. I just say yeah. I'll fight anyone. I don't think about. Obviously, every boxer when you in training you don't want to lose, but I'm just going in there and giving it my all, man. And I'm a fighting man, so I believe in myself. And Saturday night, I'm gonna show the level I am.
Seen Spencer Fearon having a chat with you. What did he say to you, and what words of encouragement do you lean on from people like Spencer?
He just encouraged me not to be loading up and stuff like that. I don't want to give too much away, but yeah, he's a nice guy. I speak to him on quite regular, and he's always nice, man. Good guy.
In terms of your opponent this time around, you ever shared the ring with Sam Gilly?
No, I've never shared the ring with him. But we both shared the ring with Conor. We're both for sparring Conor, same camp. But yeah, he's all right. He's all right, man. He's a nice guy, and he's gonna bring the heat. He's always wanted this belt, but Saturday night he won't be winning the belt.
I know you say he's a nice guy, but that goes out the window Saturday night when you step into the ring. And what kind of opponent are you expecting from Sam Gilly on Saturday night?
Well, like you said, it's the belt he's always wanted since he was 11 years old, and I'm expecting him to bring the heat. Everything he's got, he'll be leaving in there because he wants it, and it's his home crowd. He supports Tottenham, so I need to go in there and upset the Tottenham fans.
In terms of what it means for you and your family, what does it mean to Ishmael Davis?
I keep saying this. I just believe this is the end of the beginning, and obviously the British title means everything, but it's bigger than me. It's bigger than that for me. It's about my kids. It's about the kids that are coming up looking at me, my family. It's massive, man. It's massive.
How do you see this playing out on Saturday night, Ishmael? Have you went over it in your head? Do you think of these things before the fight?
Always.
What's the images going through your head?
Your heart starts beating when you're thinking about the shots you're ducking and diving and all that stuff. But listen, Ishmael win. Ishmael win, definitely.
Well, I'm going to bring Sonny in for a second. Sonny, before I let Ish go, what does this mean to you being a part of Ishmael's team and being a part of his career going forward?
Do you know what? With Ish, we was genuine friends. Me, Ish, Lyndon brought us close together, but there was respect there anyway. But we was genuine friends before he approached me and asked me to start managing him. And look, from where we've come from the conversation we first had, Ish didn't ask, I want to, be a world champion, I want to go undefeated, he went, just get me out of Ellen Roads and get me in some big shows. And okay, it's Ish that's doing it. I can only provide opportunities that his name and his grace has given us, and he's the easiest but also frustrating fighter to manage because he gets an offer and he says yes. You're not even halfway through saying where it is or what day it is, and he said, yeah, that's it, yep. He's like, no, Ish, wait 1 second, let's all speak down. I remember was that a show when he took the Bokacek fight, yeah? We was all in the room. Everyone in the team apart from Lee was in the room, and we're going, yeah, look, we'll meet up after this. We'll get on the same page and we'll go from there. Ish sends a message to Lee, take the fight. So I'm sat there commentating, and I get a message. I seen the picture on the internet. He's taking the fight. I'm like, Ish, what are you doing? We had it all in. That's just Ish. Like and Sonny, I get goosebumps every time I think about it. I'll say it again. He said to me, Sonny, who am I, Ishmael Davis, to be turning down these sort of opportunities? And that's the attitude that you want and need from a fighter. He's cut from the old cloth, and he's still learning. He didn't have that. Like, I started boxing when I was 9 years old. First fight a week after my 11th birthday. Every national championships all the way through. Every time I could fight as a pro. You know, he had a whole different route, had no amateur experience, turned pro, went unbeaten on the small hall circuit, went straight in against Ewan McKenzie Troy and was winning, and then jumped in at the deep end last minute. And for me, like we've said before, Josh Kelly and the Adjiako fight, them two fights, on a slightly different day with the same fight happening, he's the winner of both those fights. And if you looked at both of them after, stood them next to each other and asked random people to walk past to point out who looks like they won that fight, he looked like he hadn't had a fight. That's the reality. And against Adjiako, especially the last one, he outpunched him, he outlanded him, he had him on his back foot the whole time. Apart from maybe smothering a little bit and maybe doing a couple of bursts, I don't even know how you can score any of the rounds really to Adjiako. He was getting outworked. He was getting outbusted up. The damage on his face, it wasn't done from elbows or heads, which was clean punches. He was hitting him with a jab every time he come in. I don't know what it was. I don't know how they scored it that way, but you know, we were in a slightly different position.
Yeah, but you know what I will say as well, yeah? I've never lost a fight with a full camp because I didn't lose that Adjiako fight. And if you think about it, really, I've never lost a fight with a full camp. There's only Borchuk and Josh Kelly that you know, but with a full camp I haven't lost. Adjiako, that was
You've had a full camp this time around?
And I've had a full camp. I've had 2 camps. I've just come from Adjiako straight into this, so listen.
And he's had a fight in between as well. That's how fresh he was. Adjiako probably ain't even back training yet. Probably body's still recovering from that fight with Ish. Do you know what I mean? That's the reality.
Before I let you go, how do you see this playing out on Saturday night? Do you believe that Ishmael Davis is too much for Sam Gilly?
I don't know about too much. I just think he's physical.
Has he ever faced anyone like Ish before?
I don't think so. And against Oniani, he struggled his last one out, so that might be a sort of a testament to where he's at now in his career. I think the Sam Gilly from a couple of years, good fight, was putting some impressive performances. I don't know if his lifestyle's already caught up to him and he's sort of on a slide. I don't know. He might come the best version of him. And if you're not going to do it for this fight and for this event and for this night on your home football stadium, then you're never going to do it. But we've got full belief in our man. Ish will walk through hellfire to get to the other end and has proven that. And never shied away from a fight, never shied away from a challenge. And I'm proud to represent him. I'm proud to class him my friend, my brother, really. And yeah, I'm expecting, not overlooking him, but I'm expecting we're going to come out on Saturday night, British champion, and all that might have gone wrong over the last 12 months, wrong in the sense of not winning the fight, he will have rounded up all of that exposure, all of that experience, and then walking out on Saturday night, everything will be put right, and then it sets up an absolute massive 2026 for him.
And then that's the end of the beginning, and then we go on, you know what I'm saying? So look, listen, I'm ready. Tune in Saturday night, and I also hope Conor Benn wins, you know.
Does Conor Benn win for both of you?
I mean, I heavily favoured Chris last time. Heavily favoured him to the point I was surprised at how competitive it was. But Conor's in a position where he can still get stronger, he can still get better. Where Chris is in a position for me in his life and his career where he can only get worse. And with the weight, etc., how close the first fight was, I still think Chris won the first fight and relatively convincing enough. But for me, it's up in the air, really. I don't like sitting on the fence on fights.
You've been sparring him, so like, what are you thinking going into this?
Listen, he's strong. That's one thing I will say. And I sparred him a while back before that, and he wasn't carrying the power through the rounds, and now he's used to the weight and he's carrying the power. And I believe in him, so it's going to be a good night of boxing. Hopefully we get 2 wins, me and Conor. And yeah, man.
Appreciate the time, guys. IFLTV.
Thank you.
Thanks, lads. Appreciate it.
Live only on DAZN, November 15th, Eubank Jr versus Benn 2. The first was a classic, now it's the rematch. The greatest rivalry British boxing has ever seen. Eubank Jr versus Benn 2, November 15th. Click the link in the description to buy now.
In this sport, you don't wait for judges to decide your fate. TenexToken puts you in control. Stake instantly, speculate discreetly, and keep your moves private. Register now for your share of the $250,000 prize pool. Multiple winners, bigger chances. TenexToken.io. Terms and conditions apply.